The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history.
In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing.
The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We'd get crushed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, we have a lot to catch up on, as I had been traveling over the last couple days. And believe it or not, the airport lost the Bearable Bull's baggage. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been with one pair of clothes for the last 3 days, and you better believe I've been sweating my Bearable balls out. In all seriousness, everything has been found. I am okay, but we have a lot to discuss. As here on the screen, what I have before you is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Ladies and gentlemen, the stock market has been roaring recently, and the reason I'm showing you this is because the stock market is usually a leading indicator for positive or negative price action in the crypto market. Here in the stock market, we have had positive price action. However, in the crypto market, we have not seen that positive price action yet. We've been trading sideways in a bit of a limbo state. And to me, I am not concerned. I told you all 2 weeks ago I went all in with my cash position. And on OnlyFans, I pulled an even more bold power move that I discussed with that community as well as my mentorship program community. It was a risky move, but one that I think is going to pay off. And ladies and gentlemen, what I need to say about that is I am all in the crypto market right now because I do believe in the immediate short term we're going to have some positive price action. I repeat, in the immediate short term, I think the next move we're going to have is some positive price action. I believe the buildup to the ETH 2.0 merge is going to allow Ether, as well as altcoins and even Bitcoin, to rise in value. We've gone down in a straight line for 9 months in the crypto market, and a reversal is needed. There'll be a healthy dynamic in this market. The majority of people are still bearish, thinking we're going to hit 14K in crypto with Bitcoin, even sub 1K with Ether yet again, 25 cents with XRP, so on and so forth. What you all need to understand is the majority of people are usually wrong when it comes to the crypto market. That's why I believe we're going to be headed up, because the most pain for crypto investors will be felt by those that had cash on the side and did not enter, and those that were trying to short the market. It's going to be a fireworks display, my friends. What is one thing that nobody, absolutely nobody, is calling for right now? An altcoin season. However, what is one thing that we did not really have in this crypto market yet? It was an altcoin season. Guys, one of the big reasons I believe an altcoin season was halted is because we do not have proper crypto regulations. We do not have a proper crypto environment for alts to be able to thrive. Even though Bitcoin is in its bear market, and even though Ether seems to be ready to make a bit of a run into the merge, our alts, including XRP and others, those babies still need their time in the sun. Plenty of alts did not reach their all-time highs yet. And I think it's a very real possibility. Regardless, profit taking will need to happen because we need to be safe. I posted on my Instagram the other day an emergency warning to crypto and stock investors that Michael Burry sold 98% of his stocks. He was the big short investor that shorted the housing market. And something about Michael Burry that you will need to understand is he's typically very early, but he's typically not wrong. Two things can be true at the same time. I believe we have runway to take profits and see higher prices for these cryptos. But at the same time, out of the other side of this short-term run, I do believe the great financial collapse we all know is coming is going to happen. You all need to understand how real this situation is. We need to take profits. Me personally, as a crypto investor and someone who is skeptical of the banking system, I will be taking profits in the form of USDC and storing that USDC on my offline ledger wallet. You guys need to understand that once money is in the bank, that money is not yours. Look at Cyprus. Look at Sri Lanka. Look at Lebanon. Countries are experiencing bank runs right now. China is yet another example. People can't get their money out of the banks. Imagine if we, as crypto investors, as altcoin investors, as XRP investors, finally get our altcoin bullrun, get the opportunity to take profits, withdraw those profits in the form of US dollars into our bank account, and then bank account pauses happen. Then bank account freezes happen. Then they take 10 to 20% of your money off the top for whatever excuse they give. Oh, guys, you don't think that's coming, do you? The banking system is full of thieves. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme the world is just barely beginning to wake up to. But the masses, the sheeple, if you will, won't wake up until it's too late. Me, I love humanity. That's why I come on my channel and tell you about this nonsense. Because it is nonsense. You have the tools to empower yourself to protect yourself against these problems. But it takes work. And it takes the knowledge and the proactive hustle to empower yourself. My profit taking will be in the form of USDC onto my Ledger Nano after prices rise. And I suggest you guys do the same. That is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. But you should probably follow that anyway. In addition, guys, follow me on Instagram down in the description below, as my short forum style content will be giving plenty of gems that many of you guys didn't even know yet, and take advantage of all the free information I post. Now, something I do want to discuss is trying to confirm and reassess, is the bottom really in? Can we expect a further drop? Me personally, right now, I think the bottom is in. Right here, this is a graph from Glassnode, posted by The Real Plan C. It looks like the major capitulation style event that we stabilized and formed our Bitcoin bottom around has likely occurred. In 2011, we reached this blue zone. That was the bottom as far as the Bitcoin price. 2015, we reached this danger zone. That was the bottom. 2018 into 2019, we really reached a danger zone yet again. That was a bottom. During this health crisis, that was the bottom. And then in 2022, UST Terra Celsius Voyager, we see that likely being the network bottom as well. We have been reversing since then, and I think more positive price action is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have to say about the short-term Bitcoin gains and the uptrend we've been experiencing is, Most altcoins have not really seen a run up yet. We've seen a bounce into a stabilized recovery zone. However, what I have to stress is the opportunity is really in the alts, not in BTC. I can't stress that enough. Yet again, I have to remind you as well, Credible Crypto posted this about the S&P 500. The S&P 500 hit the critical 40 RSI level from which we bounced at the last 4 bottoms yet again. I believe the bottom, at least the local bottom, is in for the stock market. We have an uptrend left, and then whenever the uptrend is over, the biggest financial collapse in human history will come. We have a little bit of time left. We are in uncharted territory. You have to understand that these US midterm elections are also a factor. They do not want to implode the economy completely right before an election cycle. That is why they passed the Inflation Reduction Act. In my opinion, they're just using more inflation to try and fight inflation. And we all know how that show is going to end, with the dollar being accelerated towards zero, while asset prices, especially our digital assets, continue to go to the moon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to listen to Chris Giancarlo, former head of the CFTC, discuss how close we are to regulation and the potential passing of the Loomis and Gillibrand bill. That'll help bring clarity to the crypto space, and with clarity will come trillions. Please take a listen.
What's important about the Loomis-Gillibrand bill, which you just mentioned, a train has now left the station. And that train is comprehensive. It's got many cars on it, deliberately so. Some of those cars will be taken off along the way. Some will be added. Some passengers will get on. Some passengers will get off. But the important thing is now the train has left the station. It's bipartisan. It's comprehensive. And it's very, very thoughtful.
And guys, we know how important that is. The bill is very thoughtful, he says. But what I really want you all to have paid attention to is him quoting Rosie Rios from Ripple exactly. The train has left the station for crypto. We're about to pass the Rubicon, the point of no return. And here we see that a $150 billion stablecoin market is about to get regulations for it. Ladies and gentlemen, at some point Tether will collapse down the road. Not yet, but it will. We need to flush out all the scams to really see the astronomical values for our utility regulatory compliant tokens. In the same breath, the United States Fed opens the pathway for crypto banks to tap central banking system. This, my friends, is what I'd like to call the full-blown integration of crypto with the central banks. We are oh so close to central bank digital currencies, FedNow, ISO 20022, and more. And for those people still thinking that only Bitcoin is going to lead the way, they're gonna get left behind. Bitcoin already had most of its run. Now the utility tokens are going to have their day in the sun. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, we have to remember why we continue to grind it out and hold on to our XRP with diamond hands. Crypto Whale stated Ripple has been added to the Inc. 5,000 list of fastest growing companies in America after growing 236% within the last year. Even though we are getting sued by the SEC, Ripple does not care. We continue to grow. And after this case is over, I have stated this before, but I'm saying it again. When XRP gets clarity, when Ripple's no longer being sued, Ripple will IPO, and I believe they will become a bank. There is a strategic reason Ripple is registered in Wyoming, and I 100% agree. It is easier for firms to get bank charters in Wyoming, and Wyoming is a very friendly crypto state. Keep all of this in mind, or we'd make it all the way to the finish line. That being said, guys, I'm going to cap off this video for today by reminding you, giving you a trip, a blast to the past of John Deaton being interviewed by Valuetainment's very own Patrick Bet-David on the contents of the SEC Hinman disposition. The reason that's important is because it shows how much the SEC had to hide. They redacted 99% of what they stated, and it's because they're not honest and transparent. I believe the facts are on Ripple's side, and I think all of you know by now that they are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
And the other thing that the SEC won't give us is, did you know that 63 emails went out with that draft speech that gave Ether a free pass? Do you know who was the only commissioner to get a draft version of it?
Who's that?
Jay Clayton. Did you know Crypto Mom herself, Hester Peirce, never saw it? How do you draft this?
Why would Clayton even be involved in that draft? Why would he even?
He gave input. He's the only commissioner. Bill Hinman was deposed. Ripple was successful in getting him deposed. Of course, they redact everything to the public. And I have it here if you want to see it. The lawyers ask him, did you ever represent...
How much is redacted?
Ethereum, 90%.
Can I see? This goes to Pat. You were telling a story a couple weeks back about you were at Harvard and you said that there was a guy who was having trouble.
So just find a congressman, pay him $500,000.
That was it.
He's going through an election and he'll help you put up a law to hurt them.
This is it?
Yeah.
Now,
in action.
He's asked questions like, have you ever worked for Ethereum Foundation? Look at the answers.
Look at the redactions.
All right, and this isn't the whole. This isn't the whole lawsuit.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Right?
This is insane.
Now, why would they redact, Pat, if he's asked a question, have you ever had clients that are part of the Ethereum Foundation? If I represent you and your business, I can't talk about what we talk about.
So is this public record?
No, it was an exhibit that's public record.
Can we show this? Or
oh, yes, you can show it.
So,
absolutely.
So I don't know if people can see this.
And it's pages of that.
This is an entire page of every single word on the page redacted, and there's pages of it.
This is your transparent Securities Exchange Commission.
Holy moly.